Hey, what's up, everybody? True Boxing here. Thank you for coming back to get hit with the truth. So, discussing another weekend preview. This one is on the Showtime card, the triple header taking place. Actually, a pretty damn good card in terms of the talent on the card. Some of the, a couple of the matchups, especially the main event, which is Charlo versus Montiel. Not a great matchup, but whatever you guys think of Charlo, we'll get into that. That's the main event. The undercard's not bad, though. You have Angelo Leo, former super bantamweight champion, taking on Aaron Alameda, former world title challenger. That's a good early feature on the card. I'm not sure if that's taking place at 122 or 126, but both guys have something to prove. Alameda came out in September against Luis Neri, fighting for the super bantamweight title. This fight should be taking place at super bantamweight. He fought Neri for the super bantamweight title, fought harder than expected, and lost the decision. So no shame in that. Now he's bouncing back about 8 months later, and we're gonna see how good he is because he's coming in the underdog against Angelo Leo, who also is coming off his first pro defeat, and that was back in January when he lost the WBO title to Stephen Fulton Jr. And these guys, this is the kind of fight where these guys can staple themselves a top 10 spot for sure with a victory. And I think that's probably what's going to happen. I like the matchup. I like Angelo Leo. I picked him to beat Stephen Fulton back in January. Stephen Fulton's just that good, though. He beat him clean. But Angelo Leo competed. He fights hard. He's a scrappy guy. Both guys coming back off of losses. I got Leo winning this fight by a decision, but I do feel it could be close. I wouldn't be surprised if Alameda pulled it off, but I think Leo's going to get him. And it could end up by stoppage too, so we'll see what happens. But that should be a pretty damn good 122-pound scrappy fight to kick off the card. The co-feature is going to see Isaac Cruz, lightweight contender, really at the top of the lightweight division right now in terms of his mandatory, in terms of his ranking. He's right up there in the IBF. Close to a title shot. He's taking on former junior lightweight champion Francisco Vargas. Vargas is a veteran, 35, 36 now, getting up there in age. He's trying to compete at the lightweight limit. This is pretty much, in my opinion, his last hurrah to see if he can compete in a new weight class and if he can still be as effective as he was before. Remember, Vargas is a war dog. This guy fought in back-to-back fights of the year. He went to war with Takashi Miura and came back and knocked him out cold in a great fucking fight. Stole the show. I believe that was the Canelo Cotto undercard. And that was just a fantastic war right there between those two guys. And Takashi Miura was a fucking Japanese buzzsaw. That dude was badass and he hit really hard. And that was a great fight, by the way. Then the following year, he went to war with Orlando Salido, the veteran, in his very next fight, and another fight of the year. But after that, he took on Miguel Berchelt and got destroyed. Not once, but twice. He fought him in 2017, lost his title, got dominated, stopped in 11. Tried to come back in 2019 when he fought him again, and Berchelt dominated him even faster, 6-round stoppage there. He's competing at lightweight. Isaac Cruz has been on point though. He dominated Diego Magdaleno in 1 round. He stopped him. Isaac Cruz has looked very good his last couple times out. He looks poised. He looks ready for a title shot. I got Cruz winning this fight by stoppage. I think he's going to be too much for the veteran Vargas. But hey, Vargas is a veteran. Maybe he's got one war left in him. I don't think he does, though. I think he's battle-worn, and I think Isaac Cruz is ready to go. I got Isaac Cruz winning this fight by knockout, and it could very well get Isaac Cruz into the top 10, the loaded lightweight top 10. We'll see. I'm not guaranteeing it, but we'll see. So that's a very good co-feature right there. Main event. Now I'm disappointed in the matchup, but to be honest, part of the reason I'm disappointed in the matchup between Charlo and Montiel is because I actually like Charlo's style. I want to see him fight better fighters. And he runs from better fighters. He finally stepped it up and took on Sergey Derevyanchenko, but I honestly believe that was because, Derevyanchenko was going to be made his mandatory number one contender anyway. So he rolled the dice, he fought him, and he got the best win of his career, and it was impressive. I picked Derevyanchenko to beat him, and he cleanly outworked and beat up Derevyanchenko. So I was impressed with that. But then he comes back, against Fernando Montiel. I mean, this dude is garbage. And Charlo's probably going to waste this fool in 2 to 3 rounds, and I'm just disappointed in the opponent selection. So if you want to see a quick knockout and Charlo beat some straight nobody, then cool, tune in, because that's what Montiel is. But very disappointed in the opponent selection. But if I'm home, I'll probably watch it still, but I'm just disappointed that he chose somebody on this level when he's at a level now where we need to see him earn that right to fight Canelo. He keeps calling Canelo out, Triple G, whatever. But who has he fought and beat to earn that fight outside of Derevyanchenko? He really hasn't beaten or fought anybody. Julian J-Rock Williams in 2016? Yeah, no. J-Rock's been knocked out since, and then who's the other big win? Austin Trout? He didn't beat him by much. And Austin Trout's been beat a couple times since he lost to him. Once by his brother. So, I think he's a good fighter. I just don't know how good he is, and we're really not going to know until he fights somebody good. But he's got Montiel this weekend. Maybe that's going to lead to a bigger fight after. I got him winning by knockout. I got Cruz winning by knockout over Vargas. And I wouldn't be surprised if Leo knocks out Alameda, but I do think that's going to be a good, fun fight to watch. So, pretty decent card right here on Showtime. Probably the best card in terms of deep on the day. But you got good fights on ESPN. You got good fights on DAZN. Stacked day of boxing on June 19th. Again, True Boxing Podcast, most likely taking place tonight, June 15th. I'm definitely getting it done before all the fights happen on Saturday. Make sure you're checking it out. Tune into my YouTube channel. You can check it out live when it goes if you're a subscriber of mine. True Boxing, TRU Boxing Caps with the TRU. Or you can just check it out after I do it. It'll upload the next day. So just make sure to pay attention for that. It's my second episode. Going to talk big on Floyd Money Mayweather and after his fight with Jake Paul. And that's pretty much it. So hope you guys enjoyed it. True Boxing, you being here with the truth.